let us discuss about quality in Scrum and change in Scrum, how to manage this in Scrum. Every great product shares two traits, quality and adaptability. And in Scrum, those aren't side goals. They're built right into the framework. In this session, we'll explore how Scrum protects quality without slowing teams down and how it manages change without chaos. Because in real projects, things move fast. Requirements evolve, customer feedback rolls in, and priorities shift. Scrum isn't here to fight that. It's here to help teams handle it gracefully. Now let us understand what quality means in Scrum. In traditional projects, quality is often something checked after the work is done. But in Scrum, quality starts from the very first sprint. Quality isn't a department, it's everyone's job. It's built into how the team plans, works, reviews, and improves. In Scrum, quality means more than bug-free code or polished deliverables. It means the product meets the customer's expectations and aligns with the sprint goal. It's about delivering value that lasts, not just something that works today. Let's talk about how Scrum builds quality in. Scrum ensures quality through transparency, iteration, and feedback. Every sprint produces a potentially shippable product increment, something complete, usable, and tested. That means quality isn't postponed. It's inspected and improved sprint by sprint. Here's how Scrum keeps quality consistent. Definition of done, a shared checklist that defines what done means for every piece of work. Regular reviews. The sprint review helps confirm that what's delivered meets stakeholder expectations. Retrospectives help the team inspect their process and improve the way they ensure quality next time. Scrum doesn't treat quality as a final step. It treats it as a continuous practice, something you build every day. Now understand about definition of done? Let's talk more about the definition of done, often called the DoD. It's one of the strongest tools Scrum has for maintaining quality. The DoD is a team-wide agreement that sets clear expectations. For example, all code reviewed, tested, documented, and ready for deployment. It ensures everyone shares the same standard for what completed work means. Without a clear DoD, done becomes subjective. One person might think it's ready, another might not. The DoD keeps quality visible and consistent across the team and across sprints. Continuous quality through feedback. Scrum's short cycles create constant opportunities for feedback from the team, the product owner, and the customer. When a team delivers something every few weeks, they can get real reactions early. That feedback isn't just about features, it's also about usability, performance, and customer satisfaction. By listening early, teams can fix issues before they grow into expensive problems. That's how Scrum turns feedback into a built-in quality control system. Change is a constant. Now let's shift to the other big topic, change. Change is inevitable. New requirements appear, priorities shift, and sometimes even the goal itself evolves. In traditional models, change is a disruption. In Scrum, it's expected and even welcomed. The framework is designed around the idea that plans will change as we learn more. That's not a failure of planning. That's how learning works. Let us understand about how Scrum handles change. Scrum manages change through short, flexible cycles and constant inspection. Because each sprint is only 1 to 4 weeks long, teams never go too far down the wrong path. At the end of every sprint, they review what was built and adjust their direction based on what they've learned. Here's how Scrum keeps change under control. Sprint planning locks the goal for the next sprint. No mid-sprint changes allowed. Product backlog refinement allows updates and reprioritization between sprints. Sprint review collects feedback and identifies what should change next. This rhythm ensures that changes happen in a controlled way, not chaotically, but intentionally. Now, let's talk about the role of the product owner in managing change. The product owner is the bridge between the customer's changing needs and the team's steady pace. They manage the product backlog, making sure new insights and requirements are reflected in the next sprint plan. They also protect the team from unnecessary disruptions by ensuring only the right changes reach the top of the list. In short, the product owner keeps flexibility without breaking focus. They make sure change improves the product instead of derailing it. Change and quality, balancing the two. Sometimes change can threaten quality, rushing adjustments, skipping tests, or ignoring the definition of done. Scrum prevents this by setting a healthy boundary. Once a sprint starts, the goal stays fixed. The team can explore new ideas or prepare for upcoming changes during refinement, but within the sprint, the focus is delivery and quality. This balance keeps progress smooth and sustainable, flexible but disciplined. Let's discuss about the strength behind managing change. Scrum doesn't just react to change. It uses change to get better. Every sprint brings new knowledge. Every review and retrospective turns that knowledge into action. This constant loop of learning makes Scrum incredibly resilient. Where traditional methods see change as a risk, Scrum sees it as a resource, a way to grow stronger, smarter, and closer to the customer's needs. The culture that makes it work. Handling quality and change successfully comes down to culture. Scrum culture values openness, courage, and respect, the very traits that make these challenges manageable. Quality thrives when teams are open about issues. Change feels natural when people respect the process and communicate honestly. Courage ensures teams don't fear improvement. They seek it. That's the heart of Scrum, a team that learns and adapts together every single sprint. In Scrum, quality isn't inspected in, it's built in. It's protected by shared standards, teamwork, and constant feedback. Change isn't a threat. It's part of the rhythm. Short cycles, clear goals, and transparent communication make change manageable and productive. Together, these two principles, quality and adaptability, are what make Scrum so effective in complex, fast-moving environments. Scrum doesn't fight change or chase perfection. It learns, adjusts, and improves, sprint after sprint. That's how great teams deliver great work.